Okay, now I'm finishing up with this kit. I've already primed the white and the off-white. The off-white I painted the microfiller black, while the remaining colors of the white, the red, and the yellow I painted regular gray primer. But now I'm going to start with this color on the darker tone whites to simulate the two-tone. Alright, that's good, but I will redo it again with the other color parts. I'm not doing pre-shading, I just want to, you know, the whole purpose of this is just to make the white a slightly darker shade than the normal white that I'm going to be painting in a few moments, which we will cover soon. That's good. This one, alright. That's good. Get the crown done. Okay. All right. I will continue on with the remaining parts. Make sure that they're all done. We'll move on to the next color. Okay? So give me some time to take care of this. All right. Now we're going to start painting all the white parts using GX1 Mr. Color Cool White. Now I'm going to be painting this first. Because I'm going to spray paint the other colors over it, but with a lighter white base on it. Oops. I'll retouch this up in a moment. Let me do the white parts here for the hands. Hold on a second, I gotta grab it right. Some of these parts I'm going to remove from the tray, from this, and put on the individual clips, because now that I have some available, I can use it now. Let's go for these. Good. Alright, let's get red parts done. This is going to be the same thing where we're going to paint the whole thing white, and then I'll give it the red tone, red color tone over it. Let's do this. As you can see, I put the whole thing together so I can paint the whole thing and then take it apart. You know, the missiles, as much as it's going to be white and there's going to be the metallic trim parts, I'm thinking of maybe changing the color of the missiles a bit. It may be just so minute a difference, especially the pods there. So I've been debating on what color to use. I may surprise you guys. I'll figure this out once I get to that point. I will review this later on when it dries. There's a lot of white parts in here that I have to work with. No, not that. There we go. Let's just get some parts here ready to go. But this is going to take a while, of course. I'm not going to record me showing you the painting of the yellow or the red. We all know what that looks like, of course. So once I'm done, we will review all the parts and see how they came out, so we can get this done. All right. So let me finish this up. All right, here are all the parts that make up the Nu Gundam HWS real crate. Now fully painted. Done. Completed. Laid out, as you can see there. So this section here to here is all the white parts, while that section there are the off-white parts, which very few and far between. All the yellows are here, a few red parts that are here, and then all the blues up to there, and then the gray, which I painted it the gunmetal, the light gunmetal, which looks really nice on this, very nice. So it's actually my new favorite metallic inner frame color that I'm going to enjoy on future builds. And reviewing this, I'm kind of liking, not liking, I can't say disliking, but certain things didn't come out the way I actually was hoping for. To give you a better example, so let's focus on the blue. In the light it's blue, but in reality you have this that is a very darker blue tone, while you have this that's an extra shaded, not, you know, it's like a shade lighter than this one, and then you have this that's even a shade lighter than this. And that was because the fact that me doing the mixing of the blue with the black didn't come out right, and I was having some difficulties with, I guess where the problem lies was maybe the black was either too oversaturated, or maybe I may have thinned the blue a little too much, because there were points where when I was spraying it came out too light, and I had to like darken it up a bit, and then lighten it up a bit, and then darken it up, because I was trying to find that right consistency. And at that point I was like kind of like grasping at straws, and I was saying, okay, what am I doing wrong here? I was actually second guessing myself. Maybe I didn't need to give it a black background. I could have just easily done a regular gray background. Granted, I wanted a darker blue tone. Just unfortunately, it didn't come out the way I want. Certain areas of this part is a little too light. But fortunately, what I was doing was I was like taking two parts and painting it one side, two of them together, to make sure they even out. So, for an example here, and you know what? I'm gonna take this camera off the Manfredo support so I can show it to you. I don't like to lie. I like to show what I do, you know, whether it's considered a mistake or not. I'm kind of digging portions of it, but I may have to redo some stuff. So let's come around here and do a much more closer look to it. So as you can see, this one is okay based on the light, and this one's kind of like a little off now that I'm seeing this. This one's fine, because I actually had to put a tack on this to hold the other part so it can be painted all one. But I think I'm going to have to redo this again. I like how all this came out, so that's fine. Don't have to worry about that. But I do have to retouch up again, because I didn't realize that this little part back here shows off behind the white part area of the funnels. So I'm going to touch up these areas again. At least I have to cover these up. Over here, this has a nicer, lighter tone than the darker tones. This two don't look right. I do see a bit of offness, so I'm going to try to get those evened out. This one also is a little off. This one's a little lighter shade, while this is a darker shade. At one point you could say, that's okay. I think I'm going to leave it that way. So I'm kind of fine with that. Yeah, doing the blue parts was not the best part. Was not easy. It was completely not easy. I had some problems, but I'm going to recover this and redo it, a quick touch up to fix up this part. Now the reds are good, the yellows good, and as I said, the whites are good. This part, the hands, needed another shade of cool white, because now it's almost close to this one, which is an off-white color tone. But I think I can leave that. I think this can be left alone. And of course all the funnels are done well. All this is done well. And then of course there's the inner frame. So yeah. There's some more parts that I have in the tray that are so small that I cannot put them on this table. I didn't want to mess it up. So yeah. It's okay. I think I did alright. So let me just finish up with the touch-up of the blue, even out some parts, and let's now begin assembly of the real grade Nu Gundam HWS.